I'm just a girl standing in front of my wardrobe, realising that simple clothes can bring me joy too. So today I'm wearing the assembly line high cuff top in this gorgeous minty green with these lovely fried eggs all over it, in a fabric that was gifted to me by my lovely friend Tamlin. So I love it because it is a simple sweater, which is perfect for today, but I love it even more because it is fabric gifted from a friend, and it just feels lovely to wear it. It's like having a little hug from Tamlin, even though she's not here. And then I've got them paired with my Safiya Trousers, which are a Tilly and the Buttons pattern from one of her books. I will try and remember and pop it in the comments. In this gorgeous kind of green. So the green matches the green outline quite nicely. In this green, and I really wish I remembered where I got this green linen from. I have a feeling it wasn't particularly expensive, but it's gorgeous quality, and it's I've had these for quite some time now and they've lasted really well. So yeah, I absolutely love them. I will put a full length here of me so you can see it in all of its glory. And yeah, so today I've got, so the same as last week, the same as last Tuesday, I've got a busy kind of sewing day, but it's all kind of business makes and things that I can't show you yet, or not allowed to show you yet, or kind of, yeah, or secret squirrel stuff, yeah, or it's just really boring, mundane kind of admin. So what I thought I'd do is the same as last week, and we'll have a little tea break natter. So we'll have a little chat, yeah, a bit later on when I stop for a cup of tea, and we'll talk about the sewing the simple things and my need to sew trousers. Yeah, I've realised I need to sew some trousers, so we'll have a chat about that later. See you in a bit. Hello there, lovely ones. I've just realised that it is almost 3 o'clock. In fact, it's past 3 o'clock. And we haven't had our catch up yet. We haven't had our cup of tea and a catch up. So I've been squirreling away upstairs in my OG original sewing room. And I had to pop down to the studio because I needed to get a zip. It's handy having a little haberdashery down here. So yeah, had to get myself a zip. So I thought I'd come down, and when I came down, I saw my tripod and thought, oh, I need to have that little chat so I can get that done. And then tonight we are going to a pub quiz. Now, we're not going to our regular pub quiz. We're going to a different pub quiz because the wonderful, the marvellous, the person that you all love, Baby Sparkles, is hosting a new pub quiz tonight. So we said that we'd go and, you know, show the love and, yeah, and hopefully come away with the prize. I mean, that would be cool. They might bar his parents from all of his other gigs, but, you know, it's nice to go and support your kids, isn't it? So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, I do want to send out lots of love. Yeah, Baby Sparkles was very touched by all the love that he got in his video that he did. And he is planning another one. So what have you started? But yes, thank you very much. And thank you for all of you. Joe is planning a special thank you for all of you that have given him a Ko-fi. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's really kind of you, but I'll leave him to do the special thank you that he has planned. That will be later on in my Everyday in May series. I can't believe we started Everyday in May and it was like proper summer. The sun was out and now it feels like the middle of winter. Yeah, I'm really quite cold down here, but hey ho, we live in the UK, so you can never be too sure. And I've still got a little short set that I need to photograph, and I need to photograph it before the weekend, and I keep waiting for the sun to come out, but it's not likely to happen today. So anyhow, there was a reason I came to sit to chat to you. So now that we're nearly halfway through Everyday May, I've realised that the challenge is actually teaching me lots of things, but one of the things that it's teaching me about my wardrobe, so about my kind of wardrobe wearing clothes. Yeah, and it is that I repeat outfits. I repeat outfits a lot. I go for the cozy sweatshirt, I go for the elasticated trousers, whether that be sweatpants, but or my sofa pants, or or whether it be my lane pants. I tend to repeat outfits because my life is quite repetitive. I do the same things every week. You start your week with a sparkle, you end the week with a sparkle. Do my social sparkles every Monday, every Friday. I teach, have regular teaching sessions. I have my admin day on the same day every week. I tend to do the same things. So, and I don't know why it surprised me that I kind of repeated outfits when I repeat days, so it makes perfect sense. The other thing that I have realised is that necklines are more important to me than I thought they were. And that basics, so that is t-shirts, sweatshirts, your basics are kind of, they matter more in my wardrobe than I thought, because I think in the past, I've never really thought much about t-shirts, or I've never really thought much. I mean, I make t-shirts, I make a lot of t-shirts, but I've never really thought about the ones I'm making, what the neckline is, what I'm going to wear it with. But actually, they really matter to make sure that you have a really cohesive wardrobe that works for you, that isn't just full of things that are novelty. Not that there's anything wrong with novelty, can I just make that very clear? But that actually work. Sometimes simple is really important, and simple is the best. I mean, Tina Turner wrote a song about that, but that's probably for another day. So let me tell you a little bit of a story. So those of you that have been watching Everyday in May, thank you very much. You are angels. But the one that I did when I made a t-shirt in a day, when I got up at 5:30 in the morning and made a t-shirt, I made the plantain tee, which is a free t-shirt. And I got some really, really lovely feedback on that video. And it really got me thinking about t-shirts, and it was going round and round in my head. And because I don't normally think about it, because it was in my head, I had a spare 10 minutes. I think it was the night after, or maybe even the night of the video. And I was putting away all of my patterns and things, as you do. I tend to keep everything out and then have a big session of putting everything away. I was putting all of my patterns away, and I thought, do you know what? Before I put that plantain tee pattern away, I'm going to cut another one out, because I know I need it. I know I need them. I know I love that neckline. I know it took me less than an hour to make it. And to be honest, I think it probably did a lot less because I filmed it. If I don't have to worry about camera angles and lighting, I can do them very, very quickly. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to cut another one out. And I did. And it made me realise that it's something I almost felt guilty, and I was like, what are you doing? I felt guilty because I repeated a pattern. And I think in my head, because I'm vlogging and because I'm sharing with you, that I need to always make a new pattern, or make the new pattern, or make, or show you something new, show you something different, show you a hack to this or a hack to that. But actually, my wardrobe needs repeated patterns. My wardrobe needs, lots of plantain tees, for example, lots of lane pants, you know, a few pairs of jeans. They might all be the same pattern, the same style, maybe not the same colour. Yeah, and it's really made me think about what I do and why I do it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not wanting you to answer, you know, my life choices for me. I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of pull it out there. And then the other thing that it's made me think is that apparently I sew tops instead of the things I actually need. So again, by doing these videos and by looking through my Instagram and looking through all of the other Me Made May, I realised that what I do is I think I need to try a new pattern. I need a hack. I need to do something, and I make a top. And I don't know why, because I need trousers. So my wardrobe, I've got probably I've got hundreds of tops, but not hundreds of trousers. And to kind of make the outfits work, I maybe don't need as many trousers as I do tops, but I need more. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute, why am I not sewing trousers? I can sew trousers. I have sewn trousers. I have sewn jeans. I like top stitching. I like putting flies in. You know, I don't shy away from fitting. So why? Like, I kind of know, I hear of why other people don't make trousers. On my social sparkle all the time, people are like, oh, I'm a bit frightened of trousers. I'm worried that they won't fit me. I'm never quite sure what pattern, and all of those things are valid, and I understand that, but I don't know why I keep going for tops when I need to sew trousers. I mean, I don't need an answer. I'm just discussing, you know, I don't know. I find it interesting. I thought if I found it interesting, you might find it interesting that is how I work. This is good tea in a good mug. This mug makes me unbelievably happy for a mug, because it reminds me of the wonderful time that I had at Plymouth Cocktails with all of my friends and all of the colours, and yeah, and I kind of look at this mug and I think, oh, maybe I should sew another dress. And then I'm like, you don't wear dresses, but yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more focused. Anywho. So the thing that I think, the conclusion that I've come to is that I thought that, you know, being a novelty sewist, you know, kind of being so let sparkle, being all about the stars and the space, and the fact that you know that I love eggs and stars and quirky makes, that I've kind of been pigeonholed in a way, not by anyone in particular, as a kind of novelty sewist. And that meant that I always need to sew novelty clothes. And actually I don't need to sew novelty clothes. I just need to sew clothes that I love, that I'm going to wear, that I feel comfortable in. And that also means jumpers with eggs on. Absolutely. It also means crazy patchwork trousers. Absolutely. It also means jackets with fringing on, because I'm going to be making one of those. But actually, it also means that from time to time, I just need to be happy making a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and a pair of jeans. Because sewing for my real personality and my real lifestyle is what makes my wardrobe personal. And yeah, and that's how I feel, really. So yeah, I just thought I'd share it with you. I'm happy to have a discussion with you in the comments. So in a nutshell, I think Everyday May is really helping me to understand my wardrobe. And honestly, I think it's a really good thing. I really do. I think it's a really good thing. I think in years gone by, I've gone into May a bit flippantly and thought, well, I just need to show them a me made outfit every day, and that's it. As long as I'm wearing something that I've made, that's important. But I think I've kind of realised that it's a challenge for me. I know that this is what we're told, but sometimes we don't listen, even to ourselves and our own good advice. And yeah, so I've really enjoyed what Me Made has done, and I'm really, really looking forward to kind of going forward after May with all of those kinds of things. I mean, we all know that from time to time I am just going to crack out the absolutely wacky things because it brings me joy. But I'm also hoping that you as well will help me kind of create a lovely wardrobe for myself that feels personal, that feels me, but is also practical and is going to kind of help me in my life feel comfortable and me. Oh, I felt that went a little bit deep today. But with doing Everyday May, the other thing that it's made me realise is that I've really enjoyed vlogging every day and having this time to sit and think about my sewing. It feels a little bit, I don't know, selfish. I don't like that word, but having that, sometimes I don't get that time to kind of sit and think about myself and my own sewing. So yeah, apologies. I've been playing with this zip. Apologies if that's been caught up in my new microphone. Oh, by the way, I have a new microphone. Do let me know if the sound has improved in any way. Yeah, I've had the microphone for a little while, and I was too scared to use it. Which is ridiculous. So I've been giving it a go. So let me know how you think. Yeah, what you think. So that's probably it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed this very, very garbled, funny day of Everyday in May. But I thought, every day in May, I can't have, singing and dancing every single episode. So sometimes it's just me with my cup of tea and a little chat. And tomorrow, I am having my hair cut tomorrow. So you're going to come with me to the hairdressers. So that'll be very exciting. But I have got a nice day planned as well. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another Everyday in May. Don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now. Hello, hello, hello. So Mr. Sparkles has just come home and gone straight upstairs and put a jumper on and said, "Brr, it's cold out there." So for full transparency, this is another outfit I've worn today, and I'm going to wear to the pub quiz because it is chilly. And Joe has just said, actually, Mum, it does get a bit chilly in the pub that we're going to. So yeah, I've got my happy strawberry jumper on because, it's got strawberries on. It makes me happy. I've got my Wardrobe by Me Build a Tee 3/4 sleeve t-shirt on underneath, and I've just got a pair of ready to wear jeans because they were just there and ready to throw on, and they are nice and warm. And then I've picked up my Mia Messenger bag because I'll need a bag to take to the quiz tonight. So yeah, happy quizzing.